So I have been asked more than once to explain how I make these wax papers, because if you store in this, you are really helping the planet and you are no longer gonna use plastic. So for example, instead of storing my carrots, this carrot looks like this because it's been shaved already. But instead of using, this to store your carrots, you just use these. And why do I make them? Because I had a grandma who many years ago taught me how to do this, and they are amazing. They hold like that. You can use also I use a cloth usually, but you can use it for your herbs, for all sorts of things. And this way not use plastics that go in the oceans and destroy everything. So I am using, these are done already. I am using this kind of cloth that's super duper fine. It's almost transparent, This one has a hole, but it's very important that your cloth is cotton and very fine type of cotton. If it's too thick like this, it's not gonna work, and thinner than this, I don't think it exists. You cannot use a cheesecloth. Cheesecloth is too transparent, not woven really well, so the wax that we're gonna use is not gonna work. Now, there are two types of waxes people ask me about. This is a pharmaceutical grade wax that you can buy in certain countries from the pharmacy. It's called Cera Flava, okay? That's the Latin name for it. It's from the bees. And this is the real beeswax. Oh, it smells like honey. It's so good. This is the real beeswax I get from my friends who actually have honeybees. So I am going to show you how to make it with this because it's so much fun, and your cloth smells also like honey. So I love it. It cannot get more natural than that. Cotton and beeswax. Okay, let's go make it. Okay, so I have my beeswax, and the process of doing this is actually so much fun. You should do it with your children. So I take the beeswax and I finger paint it all over, and I eyeball how much I need. For example, for this, I don't know how much I need, but I can add some. So what I do, I have about this much. I know that I will need a little bit more. So I put this here. You will not believe how easy this is. I just do this. My grandma used to make it. It was the most fascinating thing to make for me. But you see the parts that are dry, you just take it and you open it up. You see what I'm doing? You kind of stamp it. So when you don't see any more part that you basically don't leave any part of the cloth that you don't see imbibed with the wax. That's it. So this is done. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay, and as you touch it, it gets hard. that's it. It hardens. So same process again. Make sure if it's too, oh, you should not boil the wax. So when it's too hot, I turn it off because the pan, it still has heat. I just make sure that I'm stamping it everywhere. So I think we got every bit of it. Now I clean the pan with it. Voila. That's it. It's done. It smells so good.